As the conflict in the Middle East escalates, concerns over long-term energy supply disruption intensify. South Korea, one of the largest importers of Qatari LNG, may have to brace for the termination of its energy contracts. Our Ahn Sung-jin has the details.
Fears over a global energy crisis intensify after major energy facilities in the Middle East were damaged. QatarEnergy announced on Friday that it may invoke force majeure on long-term LNG contracts with key importers including South Korea, China, Italy, and Belgium for up to 5 years. Its CEO said the decision comes after a direct attack on its critical LNG infrastructure in Ras Laffan Industrial City. The strike by Iran targeted a facility responsible for roughly 20% of global LNG supply. 2 LNG production lines and 1 gas-to-liquids facility were destroyed. The damage knocked out 17% of QatarEnergy's total export capacity, with repairs expected to take 3 to 5 years. According to Qatari authorities, the attack is estimated to cut the country's annual output by approximately 12.9 million tons. This attack came as a retaliatory strike by Iran on energy infrastructure across Gulf states including Qatar, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia.
Unfortunately, this act of sabotage reflects nothing but an aggressive and irresponsible policy and a dangerous escalation by the Iranian side.
South Korea is one of the largest importers of Qatari LNG. Although it has diversified supply sources to include the U.S. and Australia, Qatar still accounts for roughly 20% of its imports, with long-term contracts covering about 6.1 million tons annually. The state-run Korea Gas Corporation stated that current reserves exceed mandatory levels and can sustain demand through the end of the year. And on Friday morning, the Blue House said that Qatar accounts for about 14% of total LNG imports this year, and that alternative suppliers are available. It added that with uncertainty increasing, the government will closely monitor supply and prices and respond as needed. However, prolonged disruptions could force countries into fierce competition for limited LNG supplies on the spot market, driving up prices not only for industrial sectors, but also energy costs for households. Ahn Sung-jin, ArirangNews.